Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I have posted in the past. If you have any videos that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Now, this is a little guy that I met today on my walk, and he's kind of cute. Now, in this video, I would like to demonstrate to you how you actually apply the fast cooking system in a what I call real-life situation. Now, this might resonate with you or it might not, but it will be an example that I would like to demonstrate to you. Now, I have a friend, John, and he retired about a couple years ago. And after he retired, he decided that he's going to take over home cooking because his wife is still working. And he wants to develop a cooking system so that he can cook every single night. Because before they retire, they actually eat out a lot, almost, I would say, 3 or 4 times a week. And when they do eat at home, quite often they order in or they will eat fast and ultra-processed food. And the end result is that they find that their health actually suffer from this effect. So it is important for them to make this change, and that's why he wants to do most of the cooking himself. Now, after he looked around for various types of cooking system, he found that most of the cooking systems are quite restrictive. It do not have the flexibility that he wants. And one of the reasons is that because his wife worked as an assistant manager in a supermarket. And she did not have a fixed time to arrive home because of the nature of her work. She usually come home, all the way can be ranged from 5 p.m. to as late as 8:30. So quite importantly is that John would like to able to cook a meal quickly after she got home. And so the end result is that he adopted the fast cooking system. Because he find the fast cooking system with flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking will provide him with the flexibility that he wants. First of all, is that he can cook many different types of dishes depending on what they feel like in the evening. And more importantly is that he can cook it relatively quickly. So in using this method, John can start cooking as soon as his wife arrives home, and he will have a meal on the table cooked from scratch using all fresh ingredients. And because of this, he finds that this cooking system will allow him not only to cook fast, but also with advanced prepping and template-based cooking, he has a lot of flexibility. For example, in this particular evening, his wife said that she would like to have some fried egg, but she will also like to have some other ingredients to go with the egg. Now, stir frying is an extremely flexible cooking technique. As you can see in here, John is frying some egg in the wok. Now, the nice thing is that he can use the wok to cook the fried egg, but he can also use the wok to cook other dishes. And the end result is that if he time his cooking appropriately, he can actually use only one cooking utensil that will provide him with whatever meal or whatever dishes that he wants to cook. So it takes only about a couple of minutes to fry 2 eggs. Now he is ready to cook the next dish. Now, John's wife really liked egg because it allowed her to go with some rice. And she also liked to have some salmon. Now, the salmon is probably one of her favorite food. She always enjoys salmon, particularly to cook it with vegetables. Now, however, John's wife Mary only liked the salmon how John cooked it. Because through flavor chasing, John's able to refine the way how he cooked the salmon exactly to match how she enjoyed it. Now, the way he cooked it is very unusual. This is also a method that I use to cook my salmon. Now, most people do not like the skin of the salmon because they tend to be fatty. But the skin of the salmon actually has a high nutritional value because one of the nutritional benefits of salmon is omega-3 fatty acid. And the omega-3 fatty acid is actually located underneath the skin. Now, however, when you fry the salmon, it drives the fatty acid out of the skin of the salmon, which is very important because usually if the salmon skin still contains the omega-3 fatty acid, they tend to be taste fishy. So by driving it out, it will make the skin taste better. Now you notice that in this method, how I cook the salmon is that instead of cooking the entire piece of salmon, when I have the salmon brought at home, I cut them into small pieces. Now that is an important step. Two reasons. One is that if you cut into small pieces, they cook much faster. And secondly, by cutting them into small pieces, you can treat them as individually. So you do not have to worry about in some pieces that might be thicker, some might be thinner, or depend on the position of the salmon. Normally, if you cook it in the whole piece, you will find that some part of the salmon is cooked properly, but the other part of the salmon may be either overcooked or undercooked. So in this case, you don't have to worry because each pieces can be flipped individually, and you can cook some pieces faster than the others. Now you notice that in here, I have two pieces of salmon that has no skin on it. The reason is that because this is the thick part of the salmon, I cut it in half. So in this case, I'm able to cook them about the same rate. But however, still, because without the skin, this two pieces of salmon is going to cook much faster. And now I can actually take them out and set them aside and combine it with the rest of the salmon when they are all about ready done. So by now, if I flip the pieces of the salmon over, you notice that the skin of the salmon has been charred. And in fact, this is very important because it gives the salmon skin a nice crispy texture. In fact, everybody who I have demonstrated this method to really love this way how the salmon is being cooked. So in this case, John's wife is similar to my wife who also loves salmon. Now they will not order salmon at a restaurant because they do not cook it exactly the way how this is being done. And using this method, you can have precise control of how much and how long you want to cook the salmon. The next step is to add the mushroom. And this is really also part of flavor chasing. Now, the mushroom I use is a white mushroom. I cut them up into large pieces. I was able to buy this mushroom from the store, I bought it from Sam's Club. They have this big mushroom, which is really nice for that purpose. One thing about mushroom is great for this dish is that the mushroom is excellent for absorbing the oil from that released by the salmon. So as you can see that now, as soon as I start to stir fry the mushroom, you notice that there's hardly any oil left at the bottom of the wok because the mushroom has absorbed all the oil. Now I have added the other two pieces of salmon back to it. Now the mushroom only takes a very short time to cook to give it the texture that I want. And this is followed by some scallions. Now the scallion that I use it as a substitute for onion. Scallion actually has a lot of characteristic and flavor like onion. And then I add some colored bell pepper. Now I add both of these ingredients toward the end because they only need a very short time to cook because this will allow them to retain their texture. It makes them taste much better. So as you can see in here, I've added some additional Shaoxing wine, which is a cooking wine. I add it right at the end. The cooking wine is great for the mushroom because the mushroom suck up the cooking wine wonderfully, just like the oil. It gives it great flavor. And I'm going to season the dish very lightly with a touch of oyster sauce and followed by also a small amount of hoisin sauce. This just added the flavor to the dish. This actually will enhance the flavor of the mushroom. Then the salmon actually is very resistant to any other flavor you add to the dish. But however, it will also make the salmon has much better flavor. Now, right here, John's able to put this dish together in about 6 to 7 minutes. There's no other way. Actually, even by eating fast and ultra-processed food, you can cook a dish with such complexity as well as the level of specification as well as the flavor that you're looking for in such a short amount of time. And because by advanced prepping, you have all the ingredients available, and by stir frying, you can cook it in a very short amount of time. So as you can see that home cooking provides you a lot of advantage, and through home cooking you will be able to control many aspects of how you cook your food. And because the way how you can cook it exactly how you like it, you're going to find nobody else can cook for you because they do not know how you like it. And in this case, you become your own very best chef. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. And my goal is to help you to eliminate the consumption of fast and ultra-processed food. So if you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.